Every serious incident on the road requires forensic examination.
We've got to start asking the question, why is this happening?
Pedestrians been struck in the coned-off area of this dual carriageway. The car has failed to stop.
And inside the cordons, dedicated officers take on this challenge.
Clearly, I don't think this came out of the factory sounding like that.
This person's lost their life for whatever reason. We're trying to establish why.
And only now can I realise that that is actually in the middle of my lane.
Tracking down the evidence.
This is really important, this is key.
To get to the truth.
Once we've got somebody, that's going to put him in the driver's seat.
There's a death on the road, so we've got to be investigated properly and thoroughly.
This is a proper head scratcher, this is.
All in a day's work for the crash detectives.
Tango Whiskey to 1 priority. We have a vehicle failing to stop. A465 eastbound. Can only give you a partial index of Echo Victor Oscar of White Mitsubishi. Drive authority continue. Yes. Yeah, it's going to be a stand down. It's hit somebody in the roadworks. It's hit a road worker. No unit. He's ambulance on the Harrier. This male's got an open fracture to his leg.
Yeah, that's received.
A465 eastbound to Diga towards Evervale. WLS, get this road closed, please.
Tango 01, just shut now so the helicopter can land.
Helimet on the ground.
As doctors treat a seriously injured man at the roadside, the car involved is nowhere to be seen.
We've had the report of a vehicle that's failed to stop for a police patrol vehicle. And in failing to stop, it's hit a worker on the road. All we have at the moment is potential serious injuries, and we're searching for the vehicle.
While this is all going ahead, I'll have a look at the footage. We have to try.
And they're starting with a recording from the patrol car's dash camera.
Okay, so that's it there?
Yeah.
But it's got a really loud exhaust on it, and the number plates are all in italics, so you can't actually read the number plate properly. It hasn't read on here. At this point, we can see it's gone. It's going that fast, it's gone.
Nothing I do help us with the vehicles, eh?
No.
But traffic cameras also cover this stretch of road.
Go ahead.
And officers have been trawling through the footage.
Just to let you know, we're having a little bit of success, not with the range, but with the vehicle itself. It is most definitely a Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 8 in white. It would appear it's come off immediately after it's failed to stop. The cameras don't show it coming through after that.
Yeah, okay, I suspect that's probably what it's done, but yeah, cool, thank you.
Local searches for vehicles matching this description are now urgently underway. The 24-year-old man who's been injured is now stable enough to be taken to hospital.
So you're going in the ambulance as opposed to the helicopter, yeah? Okay. Yeah, you can go. Cool, thank you.
As you can see, what we have is a two-lane section of dual carriageway. So they coned off this down to one lane, with the right-hand lane being the live lane, the lane where the traffic is moving. And we've got a road worker working in the lane that's coned off. It appears that a vehicle has entered that coned off area and struck the road worker before making off and failing to stop.
The casualty's going to go in the ambulance. It's not going to go with the helicopter now.
to know what's his injuries.
So he's got an open fracture to his tib and his fib. He has got head injuries as well, but they're not concerned about those.
So they're saying move off in about 5 minutes. He remembers everything. He wasn't knocked out at any point, so he's still fairly compos mentis now. He got all the drugs.
You got an account from him?
No. Do you want me to try and get one?
Yeah, I got no issues with that. He may be able to tell us something that we don't know.
Hello, sorry, me again. Before you move off, am I able to just have a quick chat with him just to see if he remembers anything at all?
Our guy, probably, he's a leaf blower, so he's blowing the leaves. The guy that was struck. That's his machine.
Right.
I don't want to cause you any more trauma, but can you remember roughly what happened?
I was just blowing in the road, and I could hear this noise. And as I looked up, and I could see this white Mitsubishi Evo coming at me, and I didn't have time to do anything. It hit me then.
Was he struck in the coned off lane, or was he in the live lane?
In the coned off lane.
He was in the dead lane. Right.
All I could see was it driving up the dead lane.
And do you remember which part of the car hit you?
As I looked at the car, the right-hand side.
Okay. So like the passenger side, yeah?
This belongs to him.
So is this where he was laying?
Yeah. Yeah, he was sat down when the guy saw him.
Okay, mate, I'll leave him to get you down to hospital, okay? You're in good hands. Thanks, guys. Yeah, he's saying he was working about a metre or so away from the solid white line, blowing the grass. He can hear a loud noise, looks up, and a white Mitsubishi Evo, as he's described it, has been travelling. Has been travelling down the dead lane. He said he wouldn't. The Evo wouldn't have come to anybody else first. He was the first person that it would have come to, and he hasn't had time to get out of the way. It's hit him. He couldn't tell you which way it went. It was just travelling at speed.
The driver might have fled this scene.
Where's the debris?
A little bit there.
But it's not been the cleanest of getaways.
Under that one. Under that one. The parts suspect from the vehicle. We put it into the drones as soon as the helicopter's landing.
Yeah, it's fine. There's another bit of trim there, possibly. Looks a bit possibly around the front of the bumper, is it? That's the near side door mirror from a white vehicle. I suspect it's a white Mitsubishi, so the colour is correct. We've got quite a bit of debris from the vehicle. That's typical of an incident like this, where debris from a vehicle is deposited along the road as it's made off. Ideally, what I'd like to identify is the point of where the road worker was struck. The fibre there seems to match some clothing. The scratch and scrapes here, the start here, you've got a deafening mark running through here. There, look. So that could be where he stood, a deposit of grass or whatever. But that suggests to me the evidence, the debris we got, and this mark here, that it is relatively local. He's been spun around and caught his leg. We will find out which leg it is now. Which leg is it? Left leg. He said he had his back to the traffic. Yes, it was left leg then.
Southwest Police, what's your emergency?
Oh, hi. I just had a phone call to say that my car has been seen flying down the A465.
Right, okay. And how long ago was this?
I've just had a phone call now. I'm not at home.
So is your car stolen or something, is it?
Well, it must be, love, yeah.
So who rang you?
My friend, my mate, he said mate, you want to slow down in that car? I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, you need to slow down. I said, I haven't got my car back.
And what type of vehicle is it?
It's a Mitsubishi Evo.
What colour?
White.
So what's the registration number of the car?
It's F5 Evo.
But what I need you to do, I need you to go home and just verify that the car isn't there.
Someone in Merthyr just reported their Mitsubishi Evo is white, stolen. Foxtrot 5, Echo Victor Oscar. Said that it's been stolen and a friend has told him they've seen it on the A465.
Roger, that is all received.
Question.
South Wales Police.
Oh, hiya. I rang a little bit earlier on to say I think my car's been stolen.
Okay.
I've come home now and my car's definitely got off my drive.
Officers are on their way now to check that out. To confirm whether it's the vehicle we're looking for or not. Yes, please, bud.
Better days, but better days. I've had a couple of months, to be fair, yeah.
What's happened, bud? How can we help you?
Well, my car's gone, mate.
So what time or what's happened as far as you're concerned then?
Me and my missus split up. We've split up now for a couple of months. It's been amicable, but it's not been, it's not been
the best.
He says they still share the same house, and that morning had an argument about selling the car.
I went out then about 10:30, and then obviously when I come back in, the car's gone off the driveway.
But a second officer has been carrying out further inquiries.
My life has been, well, I don't know about her, but my life has been upset.
Anthony, I've obviously just spoke to your neighbour. You're captured on the Ring doorbell.
Right.
Get in the car, leaving. You return without the car. So, to us, obviously your car was on the drive. You've left in the car. The car has not come back here.
Right.
At this time, but long and short of it, you're going to have to come to the police station. But there's been a serious collision up on there involving your car and a road worker, as far as I'm inferred. Okay, you're going to have to come to the police station with us. You are under arrest at the moment on suspicion of causing serious injury by dangerous driving. Okay, we'll put them on in front of you.
Yeah,
so
cool. How long will this take down the station?
It's a good shout on his Ring doorbell. He's making everything go wrong. 263 drafted.
263, go ahead.
Yeah, in relation to our arrest attempt, there's evidence of him getting in this vehicle at the material times. He's given us a story which is completely different to that.
Yeah, Roger, I'll let the film know now.
Right, do that then. Made an arrest.
We made an arrest.
Go for the address. And a near neighbour or someone nearby puts him in the car, leaves his address.
Excellent.
Hello, what have we got?
One in for causing serious injury by dangerous driving. I'll see.
But overnight, he's had some time to reflect. And is now admitting to being at the wheel.
Okay, right, you're in the car.
Yeah.
What's going on? What happened?
Basically, I'm just driving like I normally do. I'm a really careful driver. And I thought I'd seen like a police car up on the hill, but I wasn't sure. Then it dawned on me, and the car ain't insured. I wasn't like escaping from the police. I just thought, try and get the car home and then deal with it afterwards. Like.
Well, you were trying to escape because you're in the car, but yeah, go on.
Yeah.
What's happened then?
As I'm coming down, what I'm thinking now is, obviously that's a closed road, because as I've gone in, a cone has hit my wing mirror. I'm panicking then and I've damaged my car. Then I've had like another impact, thinking of it another cone, because it was just this wing mirror's gone. And then obviously I'm more panicking because I just sort of got off then as quickly as I can. That's when I phoned the police then and reported it stolen.
Right, so it wasn't stolen?
Obviously, no.
What we didn't have at that point is the whereabouts of the car. So the inquiries were still ongoing.
So where did you actually park the car?
They parked the car up in Pound Stretcher and then just parked it in the middle of the car park.
It wasn't until we had an initial interview that the driver admitted that he had parked the car in a local car park and then walked home.
No.
Can I have like a couple of minutes to speak to my sister?
I think we're finishing. I think we are finishing.
Yeah.
Unless there's anything you really want to tell us.
Can I speak to him first?
With officers en route to retrieve the car, he now wants to change his story.
I parked the car in Pound Stretcher. I've walked off from the car. And then I thought, I can't leave my car here. It's a £50,000 car. So I've gone back, got my car. There's a lane. So I've just put the car up there.
He's trying to hide it, isn't he? It's tucked away. He's put the front end of the vehicle into the banking. Doesn't look from the rear that it's been involved in a road traffic collision whatsoever. But obviously, as we look a bit closer, we can tell that it has.
What damage was on the car then when you left it?
This is why I'm shocked that someone got hit, right? Because obviously my two wing mirrors are gone.
Two with both sides.
The one is glass missing. The one is gone. And then there's a dent in my wing, passenger side.
It's not even proper bodywork, this old fella.
And my splitter's hanging off.
First thing I noticed was this carbon fibre on the front that looked exactly like that was left at the scene.
But there's no like bumper damage, no bonnet damage, so like for me thinking if I hit someone there would be a lot more damage than that.
This type of impact, it's very much on the corner of the car. It's a glancing blow.
Yeah.
But even so, when you look at the severity of the dent that's in that wing there, and then you've got a dent in the A-pillar here as well, which is the upper part of his body or his torso, even his head may have contacted.
Yeah.
That's a structural part of the car. And to put a dent in that, it takes some doing. There's a crease in there which has been caused when the wing mirror has been forced against the pedestrian and slammed back into the door, and you can see the mark of the mirror, and there's fragments of glass in there as well.
Obviously, this doesn't marry up with hitting a cone at all, does it?
Certainly not. There's no evidence that he struck a cone on this side of the car at all.
The damage caused in the collision is clear to see. But the appearance of this car is now raising questions about what might be hiding under the bonnet.
The Mitsubishi in itself, it's a quick car. For the car's age, it was probably considered to be one of the fastest cars on the road at the time, as a normal saloon car.
So, it's an Evo 8. Yep. 2004 manufacture. It's not exported, so it's a British car.
But what he had done is added modifications to the vehicle to greatly enhance the vehicle's performance. So what we needed to do is get a qualified vehicle examiner to have a look at the vehicle, to examine the vehicle.
That's an aftermarket inlet manifold, aftermarket exhaust manifold, all of the stuff around the turbo, and which is the bit that forces the air into the engine, is being replaced and upgraded.
All the modifications were very much about speed and acceleration.
That's not cheap.
putting that vehicle down the road as quickly as possible.
If we start it.
Brake horsepower, is it?
It's an FQ 330, so it's around 330 brake.
330 brake horsepower?
Yeah.
While brake horsepower is an indication of how much power an engine produces,
Ready?
there's something not quite adding up about the figure he's quoting.
Hello world and welcome back to Accelerate. And welcome to Anthony's almost 900 brake horsepower Evo.
We know that the driver was invited along to do a feature on his car.
This is what all the time cars use. Right.
It was posted on YouTube 2 days before this collision.
And it was recently, like I said, he hasn't had it back long. It was dynoed at just under 900 horsepower.
The driver, during an interview, had suggested that the car had a power output of around 330 brake. But in reality, when you looked at the video, he'd suggested quite clearly a very different figure.
This is by far the most powerful car I've ever been in, so let's get out on the road, shall we?
So does it reveal any more about the driver himself?
Especially on a day like today, it is raining, and Anthony's attitude is just, this is what they're built for, so we're still gonna have some fun.
You can hear the car brake traction as all 4 wheels spin up. So if you listen now, you can hear the car's broken traction, and that's why you hear that it hit the limiter, basically hit the rev limiter of the engine.
Oh, I imagine this video is just going to be me giggling like a schoolgirl, but that was second gear. It just spanned then, didn't it?
It just spins, but the thing's insane.
Yeah.
Second gear, it just spanned.
It lit the wheels up. He's putting all that power in, but he's got one hand on the wheel, one hand on the gear stick. Yeah, it can go wrong very quickly and he won't be in a position to do a lot about it.
The passenger's having to grab the seatbelt. He's obviously
maximum acceleration, trying to get maximum performance out of it for the effect.
It's a brutal car, like it is.
I say hats off to you, like in this weather, even in my car, I wouldn't be pushing any of my cars in this.
It's like my mate Dave, he's been in loads of fast cars, and I picked this up the other day and we went out and he was like, he'll tell him, he said, just slow down, bro. He said, I looked at your clock, you're going 175 miles an hour, like, he said, just slow down.
175. Whether you believe him or not, he's telling people he's doing 175 miles an hour.
I've never driven that car in anger, you know what I mean? That car is my everything, like, you know what I mean? Even when I take it on a track day, it's looked after, you know what I mean? It's never been hammered, it's never been sort of used and like abused like some performance cars are.
The worrying thing about it is when I did the examination of it, the actual condition of the vehicle, there was a lot of damage that had been caused to it, and quite clearly that damage had been caused by the way in which it had been driven as well. A lot of the suspension mounts were very worn or were damaged. It's easy to see if it's been driven consistently in this sort of manner, the reasons why that damage may have been there.
If I pulled that car over on the side of the road as a normal traffic stop, realistically, I probably wouldn't have let it go because of the damage and some of the faults that I'd found with it.
And on the day of the crash, officers parked by the side of the road did attempt to pull the car over. The camera on the patrol car couldn't read the number plate, and this raised suspicion. Despite reaching speeds of 131 miles an hour, the Mitsubishi is out of sight. But this wasn't the only camera recording at the time.
There was a car being driven through the scene, a member of the public minding their own business, that was fitted with dash cam both from the front of the car and out through the rear window. You can see the Evo pass it now. And he's braking. Goes off at the intersection. And and the witness car carries on.
I only noticed the police car, like, in the distance, flashing lights as I went up onto the turnoff for Trigan. But that was the point where it dawned on me that my car wasn't insured and this police officer's probably coming after me.
So he decides to rejoin the dual carriageway.
So obviously I've needed to overtake the lorry, so I've gone into like what would be the hard shoulder.
You'll see the Mitsubishi ducked into the closed lane, taking the cones out as well. And then we lose sight of it. You see a patrol car now pass as well on the inside. Now the patrol car comes to a stop because the injured person, as you can see, is at this point he's sat up in the road, having been struck by the Evo.
What's said to you when you're doing your driving licence?
Only use the hard shoulder for emergencies.
Okay, so what do you use it for?
But at the time, that was an emergency for me. I believed that was an emergency for me. So, you know, putting myself back there, that was an emergency for me.
What did you class as the emergency?
No insurance on my car. My £50,000 car getting taken off me. Having it impounded, getting dragged onto a lorry, you know, all that.
But he's still denying hitting the road worker.
If I knew I hit someone, I would have stopped immediately. And that is the God's honest truth. Like, I'm not a bad person.
We were confident that vehicle had struck the road worker, but we needed that tiny bit of evidence to actually prove the contact.
While the driver left components of his car at the scene, he failed to realise he'd also taken some of the scene away with him.
Look at that, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Fibres there. Orange fibres?
Orange fibres, yeah. Look at that.
They were a match to the trousers being worn by the road worker.
What do you think now?
That he must have obviously hit that person.
This young man who's trying to make a living, from that point his life changed forever. He'll never be the same again. Ultimately his significant injury is going to affect the way he lives the rest of his life.
The driver admitted causing serious injury by dangerous driving and perverting the course of justice.
Obviously someone's been hurt because of my actions, and it's absolutely made me feel sick, and it's just ruined my day, to be fair.
He was jailed for 3 years and 4 months, and the car has now been sold.
His arrogance got the better of him, I think. And his obsession with the car probably clouded his judgment to the detriment of this young man.